Hey guys, Steve here with Steve's Guns, and today we got something pretty cool to show you. This ain't your ordinary revolver. This is a BFR Magnum Research 500 Smith & Wesson. You really don't get bigger and better than this. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. This is not for the weak-wristed. This thing will kick you in your face. This thing will fly out of your hand. This one here has fallen out of someone's hand. I'll see if I can put that video with this video so you guys can see. We were at the shooting range. I don't want to talk crap or down to the guy. I'm not going to say who he was or what, who was he affiliated with, but he was a big dude, buff guy. He took this gun, we put one round in it, he shot it. It literally flew off his face, off his hands, and this part here hit him in the forehead. He was bleeding. The gun fell to the ground. As you can see, it's bent. It's bent. Okay, you really gotta know how to hold it because you really gotta grip it. First couple rounds, it's tough and you kind of get used to it. Same here. When I first shot it, I was kind of scared, but now I can shoot with one hand. So you have to kind of understand the recoil of the gun to actually know how to shoot and hold the gun. Okay, so you do need both hands if you're first starting off. Very nice grip, but again, you could do it with one hand. If you guys haven't seen a 500 Magnum, it is absolutely massive. Okay, that's a 500. That's a 45. That's a 38 special. You have your traditional 5.56. 300 blackout. The biggest one I have right here on me at the table is a 6.5. Okay. Show you guys something rare. 5.45 Russian. Pretty cool round right there. But 500 Magnum. This is a 440 grain projectile. This thing is absolutely massive. They also have a 700 grain, which kind of extends out a little bit more. And they also, I think, have like a 300 grain. But this thing is like 2.3 inches long. From here to here, you're half an inch. This thing is massive. Okay. Here's one that's been shot. Okay. You could literally take a 45 bullet and drop it inside the casing. You can also take the 6.5 and drop it in the casing. A 308 falls right in there too. 300 blackout. Yeah, of course. 5.56, you're gonna have play. Okay, this thing is no joke. Is it fun to shoot? At first, kind of scary, but you get used to it. The thing weighs 5 pounds. It is not small. This thing is massive. 5 pounds. You have a 10-inch barrel. Full length. You're at almost 16 inches. It's not light. This thing weighs as much as a rifle does. Maybe even more, depending on the build of your rifle. But 5 pounds for a revolver is absolutely crazy. It is a single army, or that's what Colt call this, single army Colt. It is a single action Colt. So the cylinder doesn't pop out. Okay, you can't pop it out. So let's take the blank. You have to insert it one by one. Okay, and then you see this lever here. Well, this lever, see that? That's what pushes out the casing. So you got to fill it one by one, spin it, close it, shoot. Pull it again, shoot, put it again, shoot. So it is a single action. If I press the trigger, it doesn't cock the hammer back. You have to cock it. And it kind of makes sense for that big, powerful round because you actually don't want to shoot off another round, especially if you don't have a proper grip on it. Okay. Like I said, that poor dude, he had a pretty good grip on it. He thought he could handle it, but he couldn't handle it. Okay. Is it something you keep in your car to use? Probably not. There's so much recoil. there's so much hesitation to shoot, especially if you're in a high stress area, you're being shot at, let's say. You gotta concentrate to shoot back. There's so much recoil, your hands could be sweaty, that you could fumble this gun. There's a high percentage you're gonna fumble it before you can actually hit the guy. Okay, unless you're cool, calm, collective, Navy SEAL, you're on your 15th body already and you're used to it. But it depends on the situation too. If the guy breaks into your house, you're ready for it, maybe. But if it's at a traffic light, something pops off, they're shooting at you, you're trying to shoot back, most likely it's not gonna work because of that recoil and that hesitation to pull that trigger because it's so freaking massive. Okay. But again, 440 grain projectile. I don't care where you hit anybody on the body. They're done. There is no going back. Torso, chest, you shoot the kneecap, that thing's gone. Honestly, you shoot their head, it's gone. There will be nothing left, to be honest. You shoot them in the chest, complete destruction. There's videos, they shoot watermelons and it disintegrates. There's nothing left of that watermelon. So it is a very, very, very powerful round. It's massive, 440 grains, 5.56. I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but I think we're like 70 grains, 73 grains, 55 grain, something like that. So 55, let's say, compared to 440. That's crazy. That's like 4 times the amount, 5 times the weight of this. So it is a very massive, massive round. But again, pleasure to shoot. 10.5-inch barrel, full stainless steel. Absolutely beautiful. I do like it a lot. I wish the grips were a little bit better, but it is what it is. You do get used to it. I usually shoot it with gloves. Just kind of eats up that recoil right here because this part will start hurting. Okay, because I'm telling you, this thing kicks. So if you have some gloves, it kind of mitigates that pressure on your palm, which helps because you're not going to get bruised up or it's not going to hurt. But again, if you shoot it a lot, you kind of get used to it. You know how to hold it. Some people think you got to hold it real tight, which is not true. The way I see it is you got to hold it. I mean, you got to hold it tight, but you can't lock your arms complete tight. You got to kind of loosen it up. And when you shoot, just let the gun, the recoil, do its thing. Just let it come back, but you're in full control. And that's how you control the gun. But if you're stiffed up and you shoot it, that's where the problem is. And that's the case for anything. If you know how to handle the situation, you're most likely going to survive that situation. I don't care if it's a motorcycle crash, somebody cuts you off on the highway. If you don't panic and you know what you're doing, you're most likely going to get out of it. Usually people crash and have accidents because they panic, they don't know what to do, and that's the end of that. So if you guys see one on the market, I'd buy it. This is my friend's gun, this is not mine. You're not going to shoot it every day. Ammo's stupid expensive. But it is fun to take out once in a while and shoot a 440 grain or 700 grain projectile at a watermelon, a soda can, a 2-liter, anything you shoot at it, that thing's getting annihilated. So that's fun. But to do it every day and train with it like a 9mm, probably not. I believe they're like $1,100-1,200, maybe $1,000, depending on your state where you stay at. If you have the extra money, you want something cool, I say go for it. Magnum Research makes great guns. They also do Desert Eagles, which we have too. It's in the safe. But they do have that and this. And if I was going to get it myself, 500 Magnum will be the caliber to go with. I believe they have 44s and 357s and other stuff, but you got to go 500, big boy. Again, the name is Steve with Steve's Guns. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. So we could continue making more stuff like this. We're almost monetized, so the more you guys watch it, the better for us. Once we get monetized, we gotta focus on shooting these things and showing you the destruction of these guys. Absolutely cool. Absolutely cool. And I'll see you guys next time.